Our team coverage continues right now with King 5's Drew Mickelson, who's live in Lacey.
David, quite the afternoon. Right around 4:30, the skies got dark. You would have thought the sun was going down, but it was a massive thunderstorm. Trees, power lines, power poles down all over this side of the county. We are in Lacey. You can see a PSC crew is just arriving on the scene, which is great news for the folks in the 11 cars that are stuck here. This is on Yelm Highway, a very busy highway, especially at 4:30 in the afternoon, where we believe a tree brought down some power lines and that snapped power poles in half, at least 5 power poles, bringing live wires surrounding cars, including the car of here, our good friend who we've just made a friend with here. Yvonne, tell me what this has been like.
What does it feel like? You know, I'm really happy that I'm still alive. That's the only thing what I have to say, because I was slowly driving. I couldn't see anything. Then all in a sudden, the power line, I heard the noise on my roof. I didn't saw when anything else was falling down in front of me or behind me. I just saw the lights from that truck behind me. He was far away. Lucky me. He was slowing down, and then I stopped. There was no way.
And when the skies cleared, you told me you realized there was a power line across your hood?
Yes, right there, right there. It was first touching my car, and then I stopped because everybody was stopping. And then I saw that mess in front of me, and I looked in my mirrors, and then I saw the other mess behind us.
You and your friend Bob were visiting a friend at a nursing home nearby. You guys are okay.
Yeah.
But do you feel lucky knowing what is surrounding you, or are you not out of the woods yet, I guess, but PSC is on scene here. Your thoughts, you're happy?
Yes, I am happy. I'm going to go to church on Sunday.
Okay. Thank you very much for being a good sport with us, Yvonne. Hopefully she'll be out of her car soon. One more illustration of just how powerful this all was. You got to bear with us because we got to spin 180 degrees. There's an intersection here, some 30 yards from that intersection in the middle of this median. That is 2/3 of a street light, the yellow and the green portion of a street light that came from that intersection. So obviously this was, I'm not going to call it ground zero or anything dramatic like that because we don't know. We've heard reports all around the area, but this is one area where we have at least 20 people stuck in their cars, but hopefully not for much longer. Live in Lacey, Drew Mickelson, King 5 News.
Now, earlier tonight, we showed you those folks down in Lacey trapped in their cars after power lines just came down around them.
Well, they just got moved because those lines were cleaned up, and our Drew Mickelson is live in Lacey. He's got the updates.
Yeah, Amanda and David, after a rough afternoon, we finally have some good news to report here from Yelm Highway. They are letting these cars out of here. They have not quite cleared the mess. They're having these folks drive around these power poles and power lines and branches and trees that came down here in East Lacey. They've killed the power to all of them. So there's still a distraction, there's still a blocking issue here, but everybody is safe. Take a look at some video earlier. We introduced you to Yvonne Rodriguez, who is my favorite person right now. She is a trooper. She sat in her car when the rains came and it got dark. She said she couldn't see in front of her, and then she heard crashing. Right behind her was a power pole. Finally the weather cleared up a little bit and she realized there was a power line across the front of her car. It was a hot power line. She stayed in the car for 2.5 hours, and just about 10 minutes ago they let her go, and we talked to a very relieved Yvonne. Yvonne, are you free to go?
I'm ready to use the restroom now.
We won't hold you long, but it's over. You're okay.
I'm okay. My knees are still shaking. 2.5 hours in the car. Oh.
You and Bob are okay?
Yes, we are. Mr. Bob?
What was it like to see those power guys come and tell you it was okay to go?
Nice. Nice. It felt good, yes.
It looks like nobody got hurt out here.
I think so, yeah. Everybody got lucky. Not even a car really got hurt from one of those wooden power lines, poles. I remember I told him when we came here 13 years from Germany and I saw all those wooden power poles. I said, okay, there we go.
Okay. Well, maybe they'll fix them. They got to replace a number of them, I guess.
Yes, yes.
Okay, thank you. They will be replacing those wooden power poles, maybe with metal ones, if Yvonne has any say. You can see we're watching a PSE crewman working very carefully to clear that line off the Toyota truck there. Looks like they may just be hung up on the mirror. It was, yeah, it looks like they're slowly gonna ease it out of there. These folks can't wait to get out of here, as you heard. Yvonne and others have been sitting here for 2.5 hours, not knowing if they were going to be safe or not. Yvonne told us that she was glad she has a little cross hanging from her mirror, and she's going to make sure to go to church this Sunday. She was counting her blessings for sure. We have, at least, from what we can count, at least a half dozen of these power poles that either snapped or tipped or completely came down. So if you're in Lacey watching on your phone or on your computer or laptop or something because your TV doesn't work, the power's out, this might be why. The last number I heard was 48,000 folks in the Lacey and Tumwater and Olympia area, Thurston County. Probably in rural areas of Thurston County as well. We heard a lot of cases of trees coming down in Tenino. That looks like they finally got unhinged from that power line. And even though PSE has killed the power to these lines, you can see these crewmen are not messing around. And that's a good lesson for all of us. If you have a situation like this, just stay away. So finally some good news after a rough afternoon here in Lacey. We'll send it back to you in Seattle. Drew Mickelson, King 5 News.